It's interesting. I almost wonder because Mike Brown has this conceptual basketball idea where they really don't call a lot of plays; they just run a lot of reads. Um, and as we've seen, that's kind of gotten off to a rocky start. The ability to do that, at least like they
Hmm.
figured it out throughout each game in a little bit, and like each game they've almost looked more effective on offense. Um, but like you almost kind of want to see them. Brown kind of has made the emphasis. He's like, I used to be more of an X's and O's guys, but I'm more of like a kind of like a motivator kind of guy. And it's like, whoa, 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 maybe you need to get back a little bit more to the X's
Yeah.
and O's, because I think that's a little bit needed. I mean, like, you know, one of the things that makes Terrence Davis like so effective when he's so aggressive and whatnot, it's just like, what the hell is everybody doing? Like Terrence Davis gets the ball and he's making a play, and Davion Mitchell's making plays sometimes. He's had some nice moments, getting in toward the inside and dishing, passes to other guys, and his mid range shot hasn't looked terrible. Um, but it's just like maybe this conceptual basketball idea, maybe you build into that, maybe because he kind of just dropped this team into the deep end in a sense, which is fine. They're kind of fending for themselves without floaties, but I don't know. It's just I'm not a coach and I'm never coached basketball before, so I can't speak to it. But it's just like it's an interesting thing that you know conceptual basketball.
Yeah, that is a good point. Like maybe he does just need to get back to the X and O's, but he'll figure it out along the way. Hopefully, he doesn't try to reinvent himself and like, hire him for the exact wrong reason. So, um,
Right.
I trust Brown still, and he's a good coach, and he has a good track record. So he'll figure it out. He wants to win as badly as the players do. So hopefully, it's just a matter of time until we actually get on track. And like you said, the read system it's a little different, and I can't imagine it's easy. So
He's got to
they
get
are.
he's got to get the right lineups against the right matchups. He's got to just
Mm,
figure that out. And I think that'll just
yeah,
come like 10, 12 games into the season. He'll have a good idea. And
yeah.
hopefully you're not like too far behind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree.
But still, it's interesting. Maybe you want to start off with plays in the game. Kind of have a plan.
Yeah,
I don't know.
and yeah,
But I don't know. Again, I don't have any
I
idea.
yeah, exactly. No idea. Hopefully, and maybe that just comes with chemistry and everything. These are a lot of new players still, and regardless of preseason and training camp. The NBA regular season's a lot different, and still, learning those reads and the chemistry with each player. And like you said, Brown's rotations and situational rotations and stuff like that, and who plays well together. It's very early, and you never really want to get behind, but especially with the schedule ahead, we might get a little behind. Hopefully, not too far, but hopefully they figure it out, sooner than later. But it could take a few games, like you're saying, for that to all really start to click. I mean, we saw like the Pelicans last year. They started off 1-12 with a new head coach in Willie Green, and they ended up making it to the conference semifinals or the divisional round. Is that what it's called? So many rounds
Like
in the
this.
playoffs, but they
Yeah.
started off 1-12 and new coach, new system. Now it still made the playoffs. So even if it somehow gets to that point, I don't see them starting off 1-12, but there's always hope.
Right. I feel that. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. And well, it's kind of fun to figure it out. It would be less exciting, I think. At least for me, I feel like, and for maybe other people, it'd be a little less exciting if they came out and killed it. Build up the suspense of trying to figure it out. Face the adversity early.
Yeah, that's true. Better to face adversity now than it is when you're, you know, down the stretch and you start losing some games when you need to win them. So we'll see.